Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back. We're going to play Final Fantasy IX today using the Mockery mod, and we'll see what's up because I don't remember what we did last time. What I do know though is we're somewhere on disc 3, and that's just because it's a little note here on my desk. So we're gonna get started. Now, it's slowly coming back to me. We died the last time we played. Okay, so that's why. We stopped because we died. And so really we're just continuing wherever it tells us we're continuing from. All right, so we are in Oliver. I believe that's how it's pronounced. You know, I'm not very good with the OEI consistent vowel usage there. But I think we were absolutely 100% catatonically destroyed. And it does not seem like I can go back. So, we have to think through this battle a little bit. So, the enemy, I think, uses attacks that, like the ground. So, I think we need auto float as part of what we're going to do today. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, if we have to die a few times to figure it out, I guess that's what we're going to do. It seems that only 2 characters have auto float, but I think we might be okay. So let's see what ends up let's see what ends up happening. We're here to collect whatever this thing is. Oh, the Gulag Stone, that's what it is. But not before there's a battle. What could it be? Oh, that's right. It's Arc. Okay. We might have to load back people. So, I think I said this last time, but Arc is actually a summon. You can get it for Garnet if you do the right things. But, ooh, man. We're probably not going to do very well today. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And we can speed up the battle. We can't use magic in this battle. So unfortunately that's out. This whole area has like a magic resistance field-ish thing around it. And so we'll see what's up. Alright, so I'm happy to give it the good old college try, you know? We'll do it multiple times. We'll see if we can get through with the stats we have. Otherwise, we'll go back and grind a little bit, but it's looking like they use Confuse. So now they're both confused. Which means they might attack each other. And I can't tell them what to do. Also, isn't it a little concerning that Freya keeps getting 666? Alright. So either we destroy it right now with Grand Lethal, which is the strongest moves that the game can know, or we're gonna have to do this over. Oh! Oh! First go round! Well, second go round last time we did lose, but first go around today, I'm going to take that as a win. And so you see here in this battle, we got the pumice piece. Now, like emeralds and topazes and all of the other like precious gemstones, this is an item that can be used to teach a summon, but you actually need to connect the pumice pieces together first in order for you to be able to actually be able to summon arcs. So you get 1 pumice piece now for fighting Arc, who coincidentally is the summon. But then I believe there are only 2 other pumice pieces in the whole game. There's definitely 1 from the super boss, but basically without it you can't get the summon. And they just don't even tell you that at all. And if we look at the item, you know, it says like put it together with the other piece but it doesn't tell you how, it doesn't tell you where. If we attach it to somebody, they'll absorb holy and dark damage. Oh no, I'm sorry. They'll absorb holy and do shadow damage. Interesting. Cool. Good news, we won. Bad news, we're dying. But we always are stocked up, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna grab our little stone and we're gonna move on. Meanwhile, we left behind a bunch of our other compatriots, so Aiko, Garnet, Araman, and Vivi, because all of them basically use magic, and I refuse to use Araman for anything. And so while they're all dangling in cages over lava, they've been kind of sitting here going, "What's up?" And this, disembodied voice, of course, is Kuja, who's taunting them. And naturally, as a bad guy, he's going to go back on his word, which is totally fine. But there is a chance for redemption. He's telling us that there's this special hourglass, and that is what determines how far the floor opens. So if Zidane comes back in time, they'll live, but otherwise, they will in fact die. What Kuja didn't expect, though, which is always great, is that Regent Sid, who used to be an Oglop, who's now a frog because we gave him the wrong kind of potion, hasn't been considered a pivotal character, so Kuja's kind of just ignored him, and it's always the ones that you least expect. Now, I'm all for a mini game. A cute little game inside of a game to, break up the battle or plot. But let me tell you something. The game we're about to play is childish and deceitful. But here we have the black mages giving away the secrets. You basically have to turn all of them on. That's your only hint to how you can save all of your friends. So, and this is also the time where we can, if we need to, peek into what stats and items the remainder of the party have. Sid, of course, does not have abilities because he's not a character, but you never know if you're going to need to attach something or do something. And I'm also just addicted to having them gain every ability possible, so that's why we're always stopping to do this. Okay, now, as the frog, I'm assuming we're going to go where they came from. And here we have, at the top left corner, this timer. And so we need to press A to go forward. But this creature on the right is playing red light, green light with us. And so if we get caught, he runs out of the room. And the timer continues, which basically resolves in a game over. Now, the reason why I dislike this so much is because, like any red light, green light player, the person who's playing as the person who's trying to catch everybody else just turns and keeps turning and turns and keeps turning. And, having done this a few times, I know that it's very fast and it's going to destroy me, but it's also just nerve-wracking for the fact, what's this creature in the cage gonna do? What's also unclear is the view blocks, the ability for it to see you. When does it change? And so right now what we need to do is basically make a scale that lets Sid get up to the hourglass without it being too steep that he can't reach it. I don't know what needs to be put on there, but let's say it's wood, clay, and iron. But all of this is part of the timer, so if we don't do it, we're out of here. Also, I love how the little creature on the side has just given up on all things. Can we get across? I'm still heavier than the other side, so we just really need to use the heaviest 3. Which of course are clay, stone, and iron. But those 6 minutes are a pretty tight window, right? So like, if you lose, you have to go back, and that starts over. And if you mess this up, you go in order of all the options. Like, you're dead. It's over. Get up there. You did it. You all made it. Of course I saved you. And there's some type of trap ahead where you have to basically turn them all on. We love blue text that gives away what you're supposed to do in case you weren't reading the first time. What I also like is that in this part of the game, in this particular part of the game, you get to play as kind of different characters for right now. And so I love running around as Aiko, and before we ran around as Garnet. You know, they don't often let you do that. In some newer games, they actually let you change the party leader, like in Final Fantasy XII. And that was always fun because it means you didn't have to, you did not have to stick with the party leader or like the de facto main character of the game. Alright. There are some things for us to collect here, and that's really exciting. But really what we need to do is just basically turn on all of our beautiful lights. But before we do that, we want to explore because we want all of our good money. So now we can get over there. But if we turn this one on, oh, nothing happens. Never mind. I thought it was going to be more of a puzzle. We're closing back up what we can see. Alright, so we're noticing that some of the stuff goes away when we touch certain elements, and so I think we need to go to the middle first before we have the ability to do the rest. So I guess there is a little bit of a puzzle. And if we're lucky, we'll grab that little purple piece from before. Can we touch this? Hello? We did it. Or we almost did it. So basically you can ignore all of these things. Now the problem is if you take them, okay, if you take them, the enemy you fight later will, if I remember correctly, will basically have a defense against those types of things. We can ignore them, but I think we'll be fine. And you know what? If we die and we can't survive, well, we're just gonna have to, you know, try again. What's interesting is there hasn't been a single random encounter, so either Ku just doesn't know we're here, or something devastating is happening. Interesting. Ooh, secret path. So just to another one of these. I think we're going to be just fine. I think we're going to thrive. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. It doesn't let you touch them all. Another secret path. Anything up here? They look like projector screens, not like stained glass windows. One more secret menu. And we were all the way down there a little while ago. We love continuity. So now that they're all lit, you can walk freely through this, and you find our Moogle friend. And naturally, Mogson has no mail. Now, we haven't been able to save since the battle with Ark, and so definitely have to use a different slot here. Now this one's a little interesting. If I remember correctly, you have to make the gargoyles like look in a certain direction. I think they're supposed to look either away or towards the like angel in the middle, though I cannot remember. So of course, turning them both on did reveal a new item to grab. But is that the right thing to do? Alright, so turning both of these on have revealed these lovely little items. These bloodstones that may very well be our downfall. But I think maybe we're supposed to make them face away? Or maybe they're both supposed to face that painting to the side. Honestly unclear, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Oop, let's not go the way we came. Ooh, that's the one we need to leave on, don't we? Messenger from heaven. I'm sure there's a hint somewhere. I just can't make heads or tails of where it's at. Maybe the angel's supposed to chase the demon, or the demon's supposed to chase the angel. Or in a previous section, we were told what to do, and I wasn't paying attention. That is also very likely. Let's see. Nothing really sticking out to me, but we're gonna figure it out. There we go. Okay, so the demon has to chase the angel. And now the mystic glowing staircase is lit up. Hello? Something off to the side for me to get some money. So, obviously, Kuja's got a very fancy establishment that it has a defense mechanism inside. But now you see this statement that says initializing automatic countermeasures. This is the part where, if I remember correctly, all of those bloodstones we took are going to be like, this is disabled, you can't use this, that it doesn't work, there's a magic field out, blah, 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 blah. So, enhancing defense systems, detecting active bloodstones. Okay, so actually then it was a good thing that we took that. So if we hadn't have taken the bloodstones, it would have been enhanced in every single way. And if we missed one, it would say like, oh, this enhancement was activated. So it seems that we found them all, which is great because that means we found all of our money. And that means that this enemy will be weaker too. And now that it's had its little moment, we're now going to destroy it. I think we can speed this up. I don't feel like we're gonna have much of a challenge here. Should have realized that as it flies, it probably would not. Have an issue with ground damage or earth damage. That's okay. And obviously it has some kind of hatred towards Armoring because it's only attacking him. I love doing extra damage. Alright, so with Reflect, it's actually going to come back and hit Armorant again! There's a level of hatred there. I wonder if it has to just do with, like, that he's in the front row, and they're all magic casters, so they're in the back row. But it's very unclear to me. Another little touch that you may notice is that while Garnet is in her emotionally traumatic stage, she actually doesn't get access to trance at all. So if you look at her line that's marked as dagger, she actually doesn't have the ability to go into trance. Part of that's because like she can't concentrate, you know, because she's overwhelmed with these emotions, but at the same time she also you know, can't connect with her emotions. She's like in a traumatic, like depression, which is rightly so. Like her mother died, her kingdom's in shambles, like all the good bad stuff. But the constant little touches throughout everything just makes it so much better. Not too bad. And we love mastering abilities. Which means we also get to go back in here and see if there's anything to change to. We've been pretty on top of it though, so I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't much, if anything. Anything for you to learn? Instead, I dislike you. I don't know why. I just can't. You're learning that. We've got that going on for you. Alright, we've circled around. That's a really cool ability. Nullifies magic element. So basically any spell they cast is just going to be non-elemental. Which of course means things won't indirectly absorb that power if it's like a fire eater or something. So they finally made it back. Everybody's living their best life. I kind of wasted healing them up when we were finishing up last time, but I guess I'll get over it. It seems like everybody's learned their lovely abilities. But what we want to do is make sure that nobody's missing an ability either. Plate mail. Love that. We love that. We need that. She just knows everything. Nothing for you to learn, Queen. Ooh, hello. Which means we get to just pick a nice piece of equipment to equip for right now, since there's no abilities to learn. Okay, we of course can't go this way, because that's the way out. But that's alright. We have to go back inside for our friends anyway! It would be so funny if as we came out, they were just like coming. Hello, my little friend. I'm just gonna eat you up. What the? Where are we now? Welcome back. I'm inside the room past the stairs, but I want you alone. Dramatic. Obviously it's a trap. I want to take the other teleporter. It'd be great if they hid like a secret item right over here. They'll do that later on, when we're like in the final dungeon. Hello! Dramatic. Straight to the bedroom? Oh, they're living their best lives. Take a look. I found them myself. Now give me the Gulag Stone. And I think Quina is licking a statue. I wonder how the others are doing. What if something happened to the princess? Say what? We should have knew it was a trap because there was no frog with them. Actually, there's no time. We've got to stop him. Her little legs could only take her so far. Oh no, these cretins are gonna try it with her. Give me the Gulag Stone. Well, will you hand it over or not? No, said the 6-year-old. The ones inside are a fake. He should have said, no, the ones behind you are a fake. And obviously the frog is going to protect from 2 gross clowns. Excuse me. He plans to flee on the Hildegard. I like how it's named after a woman. Alright, so we have to pick players to bring with us. The group we have is kind of fine for right now. Maybe later on we'll change it, but we can use magic again, so Quina has more of a purpose. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Is there anything good around here, though? You're telling me he has this whole enchanted magical study and not a single item of worth to be found. We've been swindled by candy in a jacket. They can do something. I don't remember what it is, though. I think we needed magic for these guys, if I'm being honest, but I just simply can't remember. Yep, each of like the little candies represents like a different like quote mode. And depending on like what mode they're in, depends on like what they're least resistant to. Can I stop you from being stopped? Yes, I can. Ugly little creature. Okay. I don't know if we'll be given the chance to heal once we step out of here. Take us to the ship with the frog woman. I wonder if there was like a game design reason of why they had you loop around. It's gone! They got away. They took the child with them. I can never remember what trouble does. But it's probably not good to have it. It's gone. We can follow him on the boat. That way we can come back if we need to. So there they go, making their way. And there we are, following behind. We must have the world's fastest boat, or that must be one of the slowest things ever. Now, last week when we were playing, we actually tried to visit this place and got slammed. And so hopefully we'll be okay. Now that we're going into this place, we're going to actually replace Steiner with Dagger because we're going to need the healing ability. The only problem is she's a little underleveled. And so that may make things a little bit more difficult. But we'll see. Who knows? We might luck out in the end anyway. Anything that I can use here? Definitely want to make you level up faster. I guess that's all we got for you right now. And Queen, I don't think you need to float anymore. You do need to keep making us money, though, I'll tell you that. We're just gonna speed our way on over there and use a tent before we head into said dungeon. So not as bad as last time. Alright, so we're going here. Before we do that, we're going to just heal everybody up really all the way. We do need to get through a dungeon in order to be able to save Aiko, but we'll get there. As long as we're not being held hostage by red light, green light, I think we'll be okay. Hello? Is anyone here? It's like a church. A bishop? What do you beggars want? Excuse me. How dare you address me so? I am the priest of Gaza. No, we're not in league with that brazen crew. All life is equal. The living will return to the stars. That's a very, it's a very bleak way of looking at things. I just watched them walk by. They didn't do anything wrong. They barged in, hundreds of them. They headed straight for Mount Gulag without even looking at me. Gulag? Gulag. But it might be a volcano. It never occurred to you as a bishop to go, oh my goodness, they have a child. I do not understand, but I guess. Okay, so now we're being forced to take Vivi with us, which I guess could be seen as a bad thing, I guess. But no, it'll be alright. I think we're gonna take Freya. That might be a mistake, but we'll find out. There's also like a small little town here. So we can say what's up, how y'all doing, what's going on. You sell weapons. Tell me more. Magic racket. A rod. A Hamlin. I don't know, I'm just making things up right now. I'm just talking. We have one of those, we have one of those. We do not have one of these, but it does not look like it's very good. We have one of those, we have one of these. We do not have a red one. It seems we're kind of loaded up on all the things we need. Naturally, he already knows everything he needs to know from a red hat. Okay. Jade armor. Not a fan by many. But you got a new weapon. Which will make you stronger. You're very close to leveling up your items. No new weapon for you. Nothing new here. You gotta pay more attention. You got something new, but you first need to learn these things, and you'll learn the highest level magic. You've got 2 new things. Alright, so because we already know Confuse and Silence, and this thing only teaches Mini, we're gonna just go to this, which teaches Berserk and Mini. Makes our lives a lot easier. Anything else happening down here, you guys? No, you've got nothing else going on. Anything back here? Ooh, a wing edge. I don't know what that does, but... Is it... What is it? I guess we already have one. Throwing weapon more powerful than Rising Sun. It is used with the command throw and cannot be equipped. Okay, I always wondered what those things did. So glad that it has no relevance to what we're doing. Armament, you are the guy. And now civilization has returned to normal. Hello, Margarita? You got a letter this morning from Artemisian. I'm in trouble. I've used too much. Are we talking about Jigs? I told him not to use what? What did you tell him, Margarita? Not Margarita, Margarita. Margarita? I'm happy to be wrong. Pronunciation is not my strong suit. Hello. What's over there? Is that the mountain? Oh, things look messy here. People used to live in the mountains, I guess. Oh, there's a creature haunting us. Hello? Alright, naturally, going in the right direction seems like that's the right thing to do. So I've got to explore. The well didn't work until I pulled the lever 3 times. Demon's Mail. That sounds like something Freya can equip. Oh, but she's still learning this. Oh, she already knows it. Never mind. Less complaining, more focus. Another Moogle. Nothing hiding under the stairs. Hi. Hello, little buddy. Montaka. Ooh, you're a shop. Kind of low on funds right now. But I will save every chance we can get. Alright, we will probably never see you again, Montaka. Enjoy your life. Okay, we are now over here. What's in this building? Ooh, these windows are giving me Resident Evil vibes. You know, like, you go to the end of the hall. Oh! Oh, it got me. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know what. Hello, little bird. It's a red dragon. Okay, we're looking good so far. 6 dragons. See for yourself. No! It straight up killed him. Doesn't seem to be very strong. Oh, we have no... Oh, you still can't concentrate. I need you to be able to concentrate. Oh, thank God, you can finally listen. It's dead. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everybody leveled up, we learned a new ability. As long as there isn't more and more and more and more of them, I think we'll be fine. Got a lot of abilities to learn, my friend. But to be fair, we haven't used you as often as we should. You're still learning. But you're getting there. You're getting there. Okay. Let's see, while we're outside of battle, we can use this, no problem. No concentration issues. All for an elixir that wasn't worth any of our time or effort. I guess they give you Magata right there. So that way you don't end up dying or having to reload back far. One of the things that they don't, that's a little different from the remaster that they ported onto Steam, is that you have a continue option. Whereas like in the original, like going back to the PlayStation 1, you died, you had to make a load. Don't forget to pull the lever down when you first use the well. Anything down here? A red hat that we just bought. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Besides, we might need it for synthesis later. So far we've been told, pull the lever once, and then do something 3 times. It's unclear what exactly it is. Pull the lever, up or down. The question is, are we supposed to go down there, or are we supposed to come over here? Where there's Mulan. They are just throwing Moogles at you left and right. I mean, they're cute, don't get me wrong, but kind of makes me think we should go down the well first. Before we go to whatever's through this room. We're coming! Oh my god, another one! You are just rude. Showing up in my house. Well, my well. Oh, there's 2 of them now. Okay, yikes. But we're full health, we should be fine. Yeah. Rude, but okay. This can come in handy. Alright, so in Vivi's Entrance, we can actually cast magic twice in a row without having to wait for another turn. So I think we'll be fine. Do it again. Ugh. No. Thank you. You don't very often see criticals in this game, and so I really am just happy whenever I get to see one. You're learning all your cute abilities, my friend. Now, I'm sure we can go through the hole it just made. But is that where we're supposed to go? It is. No, that's not what I want. I wanted to go the other way first. The time is now. The time! Can I just ignore it for a hot minute? Girl, you can't jump that. She's on mute, but she's still feisty. Also, I love how... Let's just stop for a second. They, I guess, couldn't put Aiko in, like, a prone position. Fine, whatever, we could overlook that. But Kuja's just not looking. He's just like, no. No, I refuse. If I didn't see it, I'm not a war criminal. That was odd. Odd that was. We failed. Yes, you made a mistake. You didn't go to clown college. Yes, yes, blame each other. Continuing will kill her. I need an Eidolon more powerful than Alexander. And you think that she has it? Kuja's methods are very Machiavellian. Very, the ends justify the means. Master, this Mogul is defeating us. Oh, Mog. I imagine in this moment that Mog is using one of those like ethereal voices where it's like, Aiko, thank you for everything. Like not like the voice you'd imagine the Moogle normally to have, like, Aiko, thank you for everything. And it's like, don't worry, I will be with you always. Use Terra Homing. They gotta be dead. Mog, why are you grown? It's also very pretty. I wonder if that is like, obviously it's scripted, but I wonder if the damage is, and if it's not high enough, does the battle continue? Are you okay? You killed them. I never knew that Mog was an Eidolon. An Eidolon. She wasn't weak. She protected you. And the ribbon that you promised her is still here. You're right. How can that? That Moogle went into a trance. I'm going to need a powerful soul. And it can be found there. Do you think he's cold? Like every one of the main characters in this game are appropriately dressed for an adventure, and Kuja is not. I'm not here to hate on the thong, I'm just pointing it out. And out of like some kind of twisted horror genre monstrosity, not only are you if you are afraid of clowns, but then this cretin stands up And oh my god. That's nightmare inducing. That's a no. And she's been frozen. I think that's virus. Though I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you. Nope, not virus. Oops, she's dead. Alright, so if it's not virus, then why did that work? Oh, maybe it's venom? Alright, if that works, that works. I'll take it. Absolutely rude. So I was only able to use Terra Home once. Would have been nice if I could consistently use it, but I guess I have to master it or learn it. This thing is tough. But the mistake they made was letting us have both of our healers in the same group. And Melty Gemini is defeated. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, so it's because Zidane, Freya, and Dagger all had, I think that's the virus status effect. They don't get anything. They don't get any experience. They don't get any EP, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Everyone knew Kuja was lying, but he at least gave them purpose in life, even if they couldn't live longer. Well, at least these two knew. The entire other hundreds of them are kind of just shocked. Pardon me, but is someone there? Hello? Is there a woman in here? There is! That's a bed. You have my gratitude. And Garnet, who seems to have recognized them, but hasn't said a word, is like, oh, it's so nice to see you. But she's tougher than that. She doesn't shed tears. My darling Hilda. Ribbit. I do not remember ever marrying a toad. It's me, Sid! Recognizable by his moustache. Oh, please, Hilda, you shouldn't have to go back to this horrible man. I shall tell you everything once we get home. Oh, wait. I didn't get to go that other direction. Kuja didn't touch you, did he? His soul was filled with hate, but he was polite to me. He just talked an awful lot. Well, he did divulge his master plan to me. I love talkers. I love when people are like, let me give you all the secrets. What did he say? Well, I'm not from this planet. My idea is that if I gather enough power, I'll destroy the world. And, taking the airship was part of the process. And, I wasn't supposed to be abducted, but here I was. And then meanwhile, Hilda, rightly so, uses the moment to point out that even though Kuja is a conniving villain, at least he's not an adulterous frog. Excuse me, Sid, that's all on you. Stop trying to guilt trip her. Now you can make amends. Maybe you can, depends on what you did. It's up to Hilda to decide. I'll never cheat on you again, so that means that he did something. But it's going to be so much worse if you ever cheat on me again. Love that. Listen, I'm not for it. I wouldn't agree in the same situation, but if that's what their relationship subscribes to, and it works, sure. Plus, I'm sure it's a little bit different when you run an entire civilization. She turned him back into a human using a kiss. What magic. And that mustache. Yes, you're sorry you cheated on your wife. She forgave you. She got her revenge. And I missed out on some treasure. Mr. Sedan, why are you calling me Mister? Oh, it was just a dream. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna see if we can go back. I don't know if that's extra, but I'm gonna see if we can go back. After they let us out of here, at least. I don't think we have any new lovely pieces to go with all of our stuff, except for the ribbon. Now, hear me out, okay? Ribbon does not do what it does in every other Final Fantasy. Well, not every other, but normally in Final Fantasy, a ribbon makes you immune to all status effects. That is not what this one does. It does a good amount of work, right? You absorb water, you have higher defenses against magic, but to be immune to status effects. I guess in this game it's a little different because you can unlock all these abilities that make you immune to different status effects. But, that's just how I feel about it. I need to go to the conference room. But what's in here? Hello? Oh. This takes us to, I believe, the airship hangar, where we can see they're working on something new. Anything good for me? No, no money. That's okay. At least I remembered to put space for it. One of the things that you have to do when you make a game, or when you write a book, or basically anything creative that involves a place, a setting, you have to make sure it's realistic. You can't be in a romance book on your way out the door, flipping your hair you know, with one hand and holding a cup of coffee in the other, but also grabbing your child and kissing somebody out the way, you know, out the door. That's too many things for too many hands for too many lips. And I'm sure even though things might not be as orchestrated as they could be, like, this is big town. It might work. Who's the guy? It's the Regent. Now, his name is Regent Sin, but aren't regents supposed to be in representation of, like you have a regent, like a queen regent, when the actual queen, right, is too young to have their coronation and ascend the throne, or they do, but they need guidance because they're not of age. Like, is he a regent of something, or is it more like in New York State, our state education department is run by regents, and it's just supposed to be like a person with a high title? I need government lore in this game. I need it. Hilda's here to call the meeting. I don't see the princess. And I will begin construction on Hildegard III. And they're taking our boat away from us because they're building it out of the boat. Some parts of the story may be hard to believe, but please hear me out. He plans to use the world as a means of acquiring an even greater power. And what he's specifically going to do is, she doesn't know, just that he's not from this world. We call our world Gaia, which they also call Earth, but it's supposed to just be Gaia. But he says that he's from a place called Terra, which incidentally is an interesting power that, you know, Aiko has Terra homing. And when we fought Ark at the beginning of today, Ark is the only Terra Eidolon that you can summon. But it's time to check in on the team. The repairs are going very, very slow. How could we forget Zeniro and Beniro? Ironclad bulls in specific type of apparel. She's not here. They can't find the princess. It'd be so funny if she was just like sitting upstairs by the telescope again. You know, for all the growth you've had, Steiner, it's still bad that you've labeled them so poorly. Can I really trust you? Well, they have saved you twice. The princess is missing. We'll find her. I don't know if everybody has like a good spatial awareness of the town that they live in. Like, you learn things, absolutely, but if you asked me right now, what is the block that is crossroads to mine, or the one that's next door, like, although I've only been living here for 5 months, wouldn't have a clue. Absolutely not. I know it's a president's name, but that's because when the woman sold us our house, she was like, do you know why all of these streets have these names? And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, they're president names. And I was like, okay. Unfortunately, you can't get directly to Terra from the Shimmering Island, which is where we need to instead focus our attention. I'll tell you. The gateway that connects the two worlds is sealed, but Kuja said there's a place where the seal can be broken. Where is it? He said there's an old castle located in the northern area of the Forgotten Continent. The cliffs were too deep to explore, which means I need a beautiful airship. Well, since the castle doesn't have a name, let's call it Ibsen's Castle. How's the ship coming along, boys? You're human again! Yes, now let's get focused on the ship. I'm thinking about using parts of the blue Narcissus for the body. And they're like, why? Why would you do that? You need to put things together rather quickly. That's all I heard. That's more than enough. These are all things he shared with me voluntarily because he's got a big mouth. He just information dumped. I bring troubling news. The princess is nowhere to be found. There's only one place she would have went. Do you know where she went? But this isn't Lindblom. This is literally the street from Alexandria that we went on. How did they get all the way over there? Time is just an illusion in this game. I don't know if it's been a year, if it's been 5 minutes. And Ruby in her little accent, you fixing to kidnap her again? I was only kidding, Marcus. I'm not very good at accents, but I will do my best. Especially for a blue-lipped wonder, as Ruby is. Who should have probably been called Sapphire. Nope, they can't find her anywhere. You know, that chick. Could the chick be the ultimate and powerful? Over there. The powerful General Beatrix. Extraordinaire. Hello? Oh, but she came back out. She's playing mind games with him, I swear. I'm the man who abducted your princess. It happened a long time ago. What does that mean? Like, long time ago because we all lived through traumatic events? Or a long time ago, like it's been 6 months, a year? It can't be more than a year because then all the black mages would have just stopped. We found you. Why haven't you contacted the man who is in love with you? Did she go back to speak to Dr. Tot? If you see Princess Garnet, tell her that there's nothing to worry about your dismantled and destroyed kingdom. Self-care comes first. Treat yourself. And please give her a garnet. It'll remind her of who she is. Although this is all dialogue, I would consider this just one very long cutscene. Oh, she speaks! You can talk again. On your mother's grave. Or your father's grave. Why not just become queen? And so here Garnet is sharing her melody about there isn't just one way to be a ruler, and she needs to be more connected to the people and understand their strife. And, you know, technically she's not a princess, unless you count it by adoption. Is this a garnet? It's pretty. Like you. If you're willing to make an effort, you'll shine someday too. It's a good little metaphor. You used us as a way to run away from your responsibilities. We used you to get paid. Well, originally, at least. Can I borrow your dagger once more? I'm borrowing this. Oh, she is just one with weapons now. She's a weapon master. Remember the way I was, for me. I feel like often people remember those in their life as the way they were, not the way that they are. Not so bad for hair graphics from 2000. And a nice little homage to like the Japanese cultural principle of cutting one's hair. Starting a new life, starting a story, resetting. You like my new cut? What happened to your hair? I mean, if she is queen, she should be able to do whatever she wants. Changing her hair, she's not mute anymore. Oh no, you look great with short hair. Aaron, take us to Ipsen Castle. But like, let us drive first to Estogaza one more time. Hello, crew member that they didn't give a name to. We now need to pick characters. What I also like is, as like a character development piece, they updated Garnet's like character profile to just be one of happiness and joy. I wish they had done that for all of the characters. Although Quina giving me death stare eyes, there's more in life to complain about than that. So, what do we feel like? I guess we could do that for right now. Let me know if I should change my party at all. Now that we have gotten the airship, we can now select where we want to go just by like pointing to it, but not every place will be 100% accessible, especially as we get closer to disc 4. They like give you like a plot reason why you can't revisit places, but I really think that the feeling behind it was, A, they would have had to like remake characters and dialogue for those places, and that would have taken up time. But at the same time, on disc 4, when it was a 4-disc game, you wouldn't have had to figure out what's on it. So they've got a little autopilot mode, which is nice. I don't plan on staying in Estogaza long, but I just want to grab that. I just want to try at least to grab that one thing, if they let us. And maybe, for all we know, maybe I'm just being the fool. Maybe there's going to be nothing there at all, which would be kind of upsetting, but. Also, I need to kind of change these out. Got your angel earrings. You've got to learn the Mog spell. You've got quite a bit of stuff to learn, my friend. But one step at a time. I'll also try to rush us to that spot, so that way we're not wasting too much time. Oh. Okay, we went this way. See, there was a whole other area over here. I heard you should build the lever down a second time. But what lever are they talking about? Alright, so we missed out on one item. It's not the end of the world. And now we can just leave. What's over here? I don't remember seeing this. We've got a golden hairpin. Is that the same thing as... Oh no, this is something completely different. I've never been over here. But I already know everything. Never a chance. Oh no. Is that a bomb? And they're very powerful. Can we destroy them with the strongest move? That's just rude. The good news is now that Garnet is moving through trauma, she won't mess up concentration again. Which kind of, now that I think about it, it's maybe like a slight, like the fact that they specifically used the word concentrate might be like a cute slight nod to like Dungeons and Dragons. The original Final Fantasy 1 and 2, they had spell slots instead of like magic points or mana points or whatever you would call them. Is there anything over here? No. Does everyone know that you should pull the lever down at the end? Why is everybody so obsessed with this lever? Alright, we're making our way out. Maybe we didn't get much, but we still got something. Now the great news is, while we have the airship, we are able to do a few different things. So the first thing we can do is we can actually visit a late game community shop. I guess that's what we want to call it. And basically what that means is the best synthesis and the like some of the best cards, even though we're not playing Tetramaster like that. All of these things are kind of more accessible. Now where this is kind of me plucking at my memory a little bit, but I feel like there's a place called, is it Deguro or Deguro? Basically, great place to go. Another great place to go are these islands. This is where you can find another one of the marshes to catch frogs. But one of these islands, I think it's this island specifically, very strong enemies. And if you're a person who likes to have level 99 characters, like that's probably where you'll go for the late game. We're going here in a little bit to go to do Ibsen's Castle, but I just want to visit there first to see if we can get some good or better equipment than we already have. Kind of drawing a blank of where it is exactly. But it's okay. At the end of the world if it takes us a moment to find it. Some of the old places we've been to, the gate, Dolly. This is the area where we found Ramu for the first time. That's always nice. Fly over things. We just passed over Treno. That's destroyed Alexandria. And so there's like a few different places that you can go visit and a few things that you can do. We can head back to like the Black Mage Village, or this is the area with Koopa's secret base. There's an island back here that's devoid of anything, except, of course, if you're doing the Chocobo game. The Ifa tree is somewhere over here living its best life, dead and decrepit. You know, the works. Maybe I'm just drawing such a bad blank. At least we know where Ibsen's Castle is. One win at a time, I guess. Another Q Marsh. Okay, I think this is it. Yes, awesome. So, one of the things is, like, this is what allows you to go into the area, but this, we can very much probably die if we hit a random encounter here. But it looks really nice. As you can see, Alleyway Jack's over there, or what his real name is, revealed later on. But this is also a place where you can meet some good shops and some, a simple puzzle. And really what we're here for is potentially getting something from the synthesis shop. Oracle Keeldia. So you found your way here. So we can speak to this person if we want to. But she's too busy for us. But what we're trying to do is find a hole in the wall. Because if we grab this pole... Will it not let me grab the pole? Now that I've done that, if I bring down the right one all the way, I can now get on this and switch spots. All right, the lift works. Thanks a lot, man. And so this guy sells like a bunch of, weapons that we can have. Super useful and helpful. We have mostly everything that this store does. That's not the end of the world. But it does mean that we might need to go and sell some things because we really need the money. And so let's take a peek here. What do we got? We have 2 of these. We don't need all of these. We have a bunch of these. Oh, but they're worth nothing. What else do we got? We got 2 of these and 1 of these. We're collecting as much money as we can get. And so we need the diamond armor and the demon vest. So the question is, like, which do we get first? So we'll grab the demon vest first, just because I think maybe... Oh, what do you know? Zidane already knows everything that you can for it. But we needed it, and it's not the end of the world. I think they're all kind of set up, but we'll get to it eventually. Then we can equip the obelisk after you learn 6 dragons. Which I love the description of that. It's like, just say. And if we go up and around here in the shop, we should be able to find a few different things. Not this guy. Okay, they just sell normal items, but over here, there's supposed to be like a man who, excuse me, you're in my way. This old man is the synthesis expert. And so we want to be able to create this, Sargantanas. So we need a Gladius and a Zorlin shape, and that will give us, effectively, Zidane's ultimate weapon. We also don't have enough money to be able to make some of these really cool pieces of accessory, but that's okay because we can do that later. And some of these things we fortunately already have, but we'll get there. We can now also make any of the stones that we don't have. Fortunately, we have them already, so we don't need to do that. And then we can also get the Thieves' Gloves, which makes stealing a cinch. And you can see that you need to make Zidane's ultimate weapon twice if you want to get this one too. But one step at a time. Also, after Garnet masters the Angel Earrings, we'll attach the Garnet so she can learn her second strongest summon. Wait, the Mogul! I made a mistake! But it just means we need more money. Which might mean we might need to bring Quina with us instead. We're going to head on to the castle now. We're rank H. We're a horrible thief. The more times you use steal successfully, the more, the higher your rank goes. We're also going to make sure that we shift our crew. I think instead of bringing... this is a tough line. I guess instead of bringing Ico, we'll bring Queen. So if any of you feel otherwise, let me know. It's just that millionaire ability is gonna help us out. When it's in autopilot, the airship just goes in a direct straight line. If you like press go or stop, then it'll like cancel it. But one of the things you can do is move the ship's altitude without changing the autopilot. Of course, if you're about to hit something, the ship just moves out of the way. But a little fun stuff there. And we have arrived. There's nothing for you to learn either, Queen. How disappointing. Oh, I lied. There's something for you to learn. It's very important. Getting your health back is quite delicious, actually. Take us inside. Is this the old castle Hilda told us about? You gotta say, though, it's got a very defensible structure. It's like with Minecraft. You know, you build the walls so that way the spiders can't get up. And actually, Amaranth needs to put up his gusto and try to be really, you know, a loner. I don't actually know what the difference between the choices. Like, if you said no, if he would just go anyway. But, whatever. I'm going to start off by collecting some money. We found a dagger. Oh, what could we ever need this for? And we found an Aquarius. So when we have a chance, after we're done here, we can go bring both the Aquarius piece and the Capricorn piece to Trano to give to the bird woman, and then we can maybe see if we can go give, I think his name's Morris, the coffees. And then we might also be able to stop in at Dolly to see if we can get the 10,000 gil from the mayor's secret desk. Okay, good name, Camille. And so we can see that, like, this is where the game wants you to be in terms of, like, stats and stuff, and we're way ahead of that. But we can buy that helmet for Freya. And so since the helmet's going to teach us accuracy plus, we can switch to a different accessory if there is one to learn a good ability. Let's see, we can learn HP plus, chemist. Now obviously, being the fact that I'm addicted to abilities, we'll want to learn them all eventually, but just applying what is useful now is kind of where I'm at. I don't know what kind of creatures are going to be here. What I do know is we can up our health. And I know we just saved outside, but I gotta do it every chance I can. Now onwards. Got a little chest in there. Cat's claws. And now I can become pole dancer, or I can go up this way. Oh, I guess we can't go this way. Do we go up, or do we go down? Guess we're going down. Oh no. It's upside down. Anything good? Is that a bat? Surprise, my pet. Can I eat you? Okay, no, I cannot. Now what's interesting is that right now, you know, all of our characters in the front except for Garnet, and all of her range attacks are doing great damage. What seems to be a little scary though is these things are quite strong. I wonder if I use a soft on this gargoyle, will it just die? Yes, it will. I thought it was really strange that, I thought it was really strange that the game was insisting that I use an item on the other side. And so I figured I'd give it a go. But at least now we know for next time. We've learned everything we can. And you have many summons still left to learn. But you have all these abilities I want you to learn too. Like boost. It's okay, one step at a time. So you've learned Reflect, which is great. Auto Reflect. And right now the only thing else you can learn is Healer. Great. Okay. Oop, let's not run on fast speeds. Okay, there's a ladder over here. Can I jump down there? I want to get the chest. Okay, I cannot seem to grab that chest. Hello, we found you. Excuse me. It said we had a preemptive strike, which means that our bars are filled, and it isn't. So what gives, computer? Can I eat it? You can, but only when it's weaker. Explain to me how the white mage in the back row is doing more damage than these characters who are supposed to be heavy hitters. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess one thing at a time. Alright, so we've learned our lesson. We do that, then we do this, then we do that. No! I think maybe it's because the enemy's in the back row. There really isn't a way to make it move up. So we'll just have to live with what we got. Alright, so we've learned accuracy plus, and we're moving on. Okay. Just another doorway to step through. And then do we go up or down? Do we go to the left or the right? So we're going to go to the right first, because I see a treasure chest. We're getting very weak items. Maybe, I wonder if there's like a trick to it. Yeah, all the basic items. Like maybe, am I not supposed to touch any of these things until later on? That thing is devastating to look at. Hold on. Do we think that this castle does everything in reverse? And if I'm in the back row, do I do more damage? No, I do not. Never mind. I'm just seeing things. Okay. I get too easily distracted. You already know everything you're supposed to know. We just went from there. And now we're going down. And then we've got another up and down situation. The game refuses to let us go that way, so I guess we're going up. And it does not let you jump off there, so that's fine. Do we jump off the ladder, or do we keep climbing? This looks like it's an important place to be, but we're not going to go do that just yet, because there's a treasure chest down here. Alright. Okay, I'm actually probably convinced that we weren't supposed to open any of those. Ooh, an elevator. Amaret, you found it. I don't need to follow you around anymore. And now we'll never have to deal with him ever again. I don't think I've ever recalled that being said, but okay. My power is protected behind a tornado. My power is protected underwater, surrounded by the earth. My power is protected high atop a fiery mountain. And for the keen observer, we can see in the background that this is just a map. So we need to split up, gang. Mirror, return to me. Taharka. Oh god, it's disgusting. It's like a demonic lobster. Do you think it holds anything good that I can steal from? Probably not. I feel like every single time I hope it has something good, it doesn't. Now that we're at this point in the game, though, we're very lucky because we have Mighty Guard, which gives us Protect and Shield. And then with Furious Wind, we're getting Auto Regen. And so really it's just a matter of just spamming attack now until something happens. Because it just did about 400 damage, we're getting about 100 and something back. I don't understand why they're doing so low. It has to be the place. That's okay, it's not the end of the world. One. It'd be really funny if I could eat it. You should be able to eat a boss. I feel very strongly about this opinion. I give you gravity damage. That did nothing. Like, sometimes it does damage and then sometimes it doesn't. Jump before did 1,000 and now it did minuscule damage. So I did notice that. That the spell ended. Please just die. 5! A 96 critical. Like, what is that? I gotta tell you, the ability for you to use the select button, like the thing that's not the pause button, as a way to like better understand what abilities do is a game changer. Because I did not know that existed as a child when I played this game. It led to very confused things, like what is locomotion? What does that ability do? I now know that it prevents you from being stopped, like getting the status effect stopped, but who was going to tell me? Buddy, I need you to die. Like, respectfully. There we go. Oh. One is all is one. You'll never break the seal. And then he like folds in and warps reality itself. I don't think there's going to be anything to learn. At least not right now. On this item, the coronet, the return magic ability is actually pretty good. It basically, if you get hit with magic, your character, if they have that spell, casts it right back at them. You're learning everything. Oh, we have money again. What does it do? Push it. Pound it. Think. Open up. I don't know if you're supposed to do anything here, but try something drastic. And all it did was open from the side. A beret. I think we already have one of those. Yeah, we do. That's okay. Could be worse. Oh, could I have just come the way that we were standing? Just come towards us? No. Not much of a dungeon. Horrible items. I mean, the enemy was kind of tough, but what gives? And still no way to reach the chest down there. Oh! The traps have been activated. Alright, so if you've got eyes, you can see, in fact, that there are these holes. Oh, one of them might lead to where we need to go. Drop me down. Yes! I don't know what that does, but I'll take it. Wait, I just saw it. Item that has a nice fragrance. I didn't realize we had so many items. Oh, she knows how to use it already. And I guess the is gender bound. It's confusing because sometimes they'll count Queena for certain items that are specifically feminine, and then there are certain items that Queena can use that are for masculine characters. But I'm not really here to complain about it. We're gonna save over the same slot that we saved when we came in. Just in case, you know, there's something cute waiting for us outside the front door. And we'll also head back to that shop from before. Oh, there were stairs here the whole time. Obviously, I'm not paying attention. Oh no, Amaranth's still inside. Let's leave without him. Oh, he's such a good person. I mean, he's not. He's a thief. He's a little bit of a womanizer. But that is not the point. Also, now I'm here by myself. Whose idea was that? Do we think these characters count as any of these things? Devils, maybe? Where do we think he is? Hello? No! I did it again. That sword is kind of giving me Jekt vibes. If you've played Final Fantasy X, there's a character who has a blade like that. It's not identical, but it looks like that. Oop. This is not going to be good. It could be worse, though. Became too soft to live. Oh, we're doing normal damage now? You want to play that all of a sudden? I died! How are we supposed to do this? Alright, so we're gonna go grab the chest, and then we're gonna go right back downstairs. Is that what it wants us to do? You did it. We've got the ancient aroma. What does that do for us? Is it a key item? Or is it something that only feminine characters can bring again? Interesting. Where could he be? Amaranth! Oh, I hate him so much. Think we can just go right back upstairs? Alright, so he's not here. I mean, we walked through the whole place already, so... Can't walk this way. Can I open this door? No. Hello? Let's see. Oh, do I go up here? Is that where I go? It's all a guessing game to me, folks. Who's there? Oh no. Time to leave. You know, maybe we lost some money, but it's for the best. Why did you come back? What happened to you is more important. You say strange things sometimes, but I came back in here because I care about my team. Come on, with a draw line like that. Come on, Amaranth. We're getting out of here. With all these abilities you haven't learned, and all these items that you still need to do. Oh. Sorry, we're getting out of here. You know, that means they all had to climb up that pole. Time to leave. All right, everyone. We found mirrors. And so with your powers combined, we have to do all locations at once. We must come up with a legitimate reason to split the party. It's called Ladies First. Sit down. We're going first. I'm so grateful that we have a crew now. So I knew this is what was going to happen. The game has opted to just take over. But we might be able to do some stuff first. Especially if it's letting us pick a party. Yeah, great. So one of the places we need to go is that place right there. And then the other ones are kind of all around. But we're gonna, try to not grind a little bit, like that's not the whole goal, but in the reality of the matter is we just want to make sure that some of the characters aren't going to die immediately. That's an ideal situation, right? And so that means we have to use some of our newfound money to get some of these nice, pretty items. And we also know that we need one of these, one of these. We need one of those. I think we're short on dollars. It's a little unfortunate, but the good news is we have multiples of items. So we may have a chance. I don't know if we're gonna need the ore later. Like if we run into another friendly, but one step at a time, right? We got something new for you. You already have it. Great. Hate when that happens. You already know how to do all of the things that you do. Alright, so I guess we're just really here to synthesize and then move on. Hello, I'm coming in. Alright, so we can now make this, which is his ultimate weapon. And then we have these different robes that we can make. I just gotta go back and get some more money. It seems like everything else for right now is something we have, except for a diamond. We don't have a diamond. I believe the rebirth ring gives the auto life ability, so basically the first time they go down in a battle, they automatically will revive. Oh, we can also make battle boots. All right, so we need 6,500 and 8,000. Oh, and we need glutton robes. Oh my goodness, we have to have them all. How much money do we need? Oh my god, that's not a pen. Neither is that. What do we need? We need 6, 8, and... Oh. This is not gonna go well. What do we need like 20.5 thousand? Oh, we don't have money like that. However, if I'm being honest with you, I'm willing to sell almost everything that we have. Two of these, and 2 of these, and many of these. I mean, we could sell the items that we have that we know we'll never equip again, but it just looks so nice having everything. What else do we got? We should probably sort this. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then this. We're short. I mean, is anyone really gonna miss it? Gotta think about what's good for the stats. Alright, so we got the glutton robes, the white robes, and the battle boots. Should I pass it? Now let's see who can do what. So replacing Angel Blast. Anything better for you? We're going to see the battle boots, and naturally he's going to be able to do everything he's supposed to be able to do. You should be able to put on the white robes, though. Okay, okay. So white robes teach Holy, which is something that only Aiko can learn. But, you know, could be worse. I could complain a little bit more, but I won't. And the second you're done mastering this garnet, we'll move on. And you can do everything with the glutton robe. It's okay. We can take the stat boost. That's what we're really here for. I think the only character without the auto build ability now is Zidane that we need anyway right now. So we can get out of here. We also clicked that button earlier when we were here last time. We're supposed to put ore. I don't remember exactly how many we have to put, but I believe it's a lot. Okay. So we know we're going to this. But before we do that, let us just make sure that everybody is living their best life in their ability zones. I only land on grass? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That's an interesting requirement, but okay. Okay. And we're running and running and running. I think our goal is to break out the... Our goal is to... Oh no. Our goal is to probably break through the shrines. And I think once we do all 4 of those, we'll be living large. The question is, can you eat it? Not until it's weaker. And now it's dead. Alright, so we're only going to do this probably for like 3, 4 more battles. Oh, the house! But in the reality of it all, it's just to make sure that everybody's learning their abilities and that, you know, basically the way it's going to happen is they're all going to get split up, and I think these 4 are basically going to all be in their own couple. If I remember correctly, and I probably don't, so it's not a big deal. But if I remember correctly, Dagger's definitely going with Aiko. That's already been stated. I think Vivi and Zidane are going to go together, and then Freya and Steiner, and then Queen and Amaranth, because like, why wouldn't they go together? So this actually works out, because even if the other character is a little bit weaker, this other character can kind of keep them going, so that way they're not struggling the whole way through. Oop. Stone for stone. I am officially convinced though that like Pixin like makes your stats reverse for something. I wonder why the screen gets a little bit darker when they use Earthquake. Hit him! He's got a lot of health. His defense kind of sucks. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Alright. And the thing I've been waiting for to go off this whole time has finally happened. So the stones usually teach you like some pretty good moves, but the problem is they don't give you any stat boosts. And so I wanted to make sure that Queen would be getting something. The question is, what do you attach? I guess we could do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tent up, and then we are going to basically go visit each of these. I don't think they're called shrines, but I'm going to call them shrines. And they are going to have to, at the same time, strike these locations. So I think you only need to say like, okay, here's the first one. And then they kind of all go do their thing. So, okay, so Freya and Amaranth are going to be the next group. And they're going to go have some girl talk. So as you continue to play through, you can do things in between, but kind of pointless. Now we need to find the volcano. Where that will be, I think that's one of the shrines. But here's the fire shrine. You have to go with her because you didn't want to go with the 6-year-old. Now go. Steiner and Queena. And so we're going to make sure that they have all the things that they need on one another, so that way they're good. So it seems like we're both in a learning crisis mode right now. We've got a lot of things to learn, and unfortunately, even though we have 2 more weapons for Steiner to like level up and use, it's just he's behind. And we have to now bring them to the next location. But honestly, I don't remember where they're supposed to go. If they're the earth-shaking one, there is an area on the continent from Estagazo. No, the other one. This one that we're on. And there's like some shakiness nearby, and they need to be dropped off there. Hello? Here we go. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is the one we're supposed to go to, like that Zidane and Vivi will go to, but we have to find theirs, which might be that ice place we were looking at a moment ago. So we'll just go around the whole world. Hello, sir. What are you? That's a very secretive little island that I don't ever remember seeing, but okay, go off. Let's see. Is this it? No, this is not it. What are we looking for? Can that guy inside tell us? My pallet is protected behind a tornado. Southeast of Oliver. The southeast? Hello? Alright, have fun inside. Bye. Don't get blown away. One, two step. Oh, it's a dance with Queena. Alright, so I don't think we have to do every battle. But it's gonna be tricky if we have to do it. Oh, I need to turn off the speed mode because I'm getting dizzy from it. Hey, everything's going great. How's things with you? We are doing what every fantasy game does ever and split the party and find elemental locations. That's kind of what we're doing right now, if I can remember where I'm going. And I think not to cheat our way to victory, but as a way to make this a little easier, I think it's both gonna float. We're gonna fly right by. No, why would you let me out? For a place that's constantly shaking, looks great. You wanted to go with me? No, you kind of were my only remaining choice. I'm so happy! The old saying in my tribe, leftovers good. We love cultural differences that disguise an insult as a compliment. Good call, good call. I haven't ridden a bike in so long, but I'm just so glad that the weather's so good. And last night I was playing Zelda for hours. I slept thinking about shrine puzzles. I couldn't keep away. And probably after we do these shrines, I'll probably go in and go back to that. QuickTime buttons? No way. Oh, she almost got taken out. It's a trap. Ah, the place to put the mirror. Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate your attention to detail. I'll place the mirror right here. And then naturally a little voice comes down and it's like, I've been waiting for you. I don't even know how you'd classify, like, are you early in the Zelda game? Just because I feel like I've done hundreds of little things and I still don't feel like I'm anywhere close to being able to tackle the end of the game. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle, but whew, I still feel lost. And the basement scares me. Just like that little thing, this fire guard just gave me a kind of a jump scare. He not good person. Why you work with him? No. Oh, but that's great. 6 hearts, stamina upgrade, you know, you keep it going. Some people will play the whole game without getting any of those things. Those people are hardcore. A Medusa-like character who lives in a volcano. Is Amarant having a conversation with this fire guard saying, I used to be like that? He's too fast. I will vanquish you. That's ridiculous. I need the stamina. I need to be able to climb everywhere, fly everywhere, throw myself from the sky. I actually did all of the stamina upgrades first. So I have like a short amount of supply of hearts. Kind of like in like other fantasy games like this one, I almost always prioritize the magic characters. I don't care about health. Take me out, please. We will destroy you. So one of the things that happens a lot when I play Dungeons and Dragons is that my players often think, because in this game they all split the party. They all went 2 for 2 for 2 for 2. And then they were like, oh, you didn't have to do that. I always love making a puzzle more complicated than it needs to be. With regards to everything killing you in Zelda, it's obnoxious. Everything just takes you out in one go. It's actually really annoying. And obviously we made the good choice in this battle because as we went to the Earth Shrine, it uses Earthquake and it can barely hit us. I still think you should be allowed to eat the boss. I cannot tell you how many times I've blown myself up. There's this, if you haven't been there yet, you might have, but I completely ignored this until I was like halfway through. You know, underneath the ground, there's like this whole other map. And like the first time I fell, I literally almost hit the ground and then I immediately blew up. Bomb arrows are my best friend. What is it? There's a question I need to ask you. One I've been waiting to ask you the longest time. Woman to woman. 6-year-old to 16-year-old. Do you love the main character? You have to answer me, the 6-year-old demanded. Yes, the basement does in fact, I keep calling it the basement, it's called the depths. 100% feels like Dark Souls. Everything is there to kill you, you can't see anything. I run around with Christmas lights on my arms, just hoping to be able to see. What motivates me to save the world? Is it love? Is it the man in the thong? Or are we unsure? If there was another planet that we could visit, realistically, to explore it, I'd be done. I'd be there. It's the only time you could get me outside voluntarily. We've got all of our characters back. And notice how we only had to fight as one group. We didn't have to do any of the others. I think they should have made you do them all. I think that would have been nice. And now we found the Shimmering Island. Are we gonna bust in the airship? Probably. Yeah, she cut off her hair very like transformative Japanese culture style in an anime. She was mute the whole time, right? Because, you know, she watched her entire kingdom explode. She's got a new wig. It kind of looks like one. And so that's why she's all done up. She cut it with a knife, but obviously she's a certified cosmetologist. Do we move forward or do we go back? We are actually going to, instead of progressing today, we're actually going to just go off and save. We got a lot done. We went and visited this place right here, Estogaza. We went and, we finished Olivert. We also did all of the shrines and did Ibsen's castle. And so we're like almost done with, I think, disc 3. A cosmetologist. It's a title. I don't know if it's a universal title, but it's a title for like hair and like treatment of hair and like color correcting chemicals and all of that kind of stuff related to like aesthetic appearance of, I guess, the body. But I'm not ready to go just yet. There are a few things that we still need to do before we continue the story. One of the things that we needed to do is we need to actually go to, not Pinnacle Rock, but we need to go back to Observatory Mountain to go give Morris his coffee. I know that's what we're all thinking that you need to do in a Final Fantasy game. Deliver Starbucks versus Dunkin' Donuts. But I did promise him if we found him more coffee, we would give it. You're not Morris. Oh, his name's Marid, not Morris. I'm so sorry. And he just had a realization that he created weapons of mass destruction. I guess we don't have any more coffee for him. So we found 2 of the 3 of them so far. We found him the mocha, that's not how I would spell it, but okay. And Kierman coffee. But there's another one to be found. Though where, I have no clue. The other thing we can do is come into Dolly here. This is the place where we first learned about the black mages. And there's like a little trick that if you enter, I think, through both sides, eventually he's just not there anymore. Or maybe I'm too early in the game for this. But eventually you can get into his drawer and it's got a lot of money in it. And we love that. And then we also have to go to Treno. So the last thing we did was we found the Aquarius and the Capricorn coins. And so of course that will translate to us getting more rewards. And we want to make sure that we get everything we need. Oh! We got an elixir, and then we also have the Capricorn. So I think we found 7 of the 12 so far, and we got money! I don't know where they all are. I'm just kind of finding them by chance. There's only like 1 or 2 of them where I know for a fact, and like that one's there. Hi people. Another thing we can do is we can go and see if there's anything to buy in the auction house. We don't have a lot of money, but if there's something fancy in there, we could buy it. And then, of course, this person has a new creature down here that we can try to fight. Of course, that does not mean it will work out. But let's find out. I could also cheat, but I won't. And just turn on the 99,999 hit ability. Rude. But we won. Running shoes. Thank you so much. That's what I was dying to collect. Who are they for? Oh. This is a great... Oh, I'm yelling. Sorry. This is a great accessory to have because it teaches auto haste. So the bar, when you are in battle, fills up at like a normal speed. And if you have the slow status effect on, obviously it's slower. But the haste ability makes it go much faster. And so if you effectively have auto haste, auto regen, or regen on, it's like a deadly combo because that also speeds up how quickly you get healed. Or at least that's how it seems to me. And then if you combine that with auto float and auto reflect, which uses most of your things, nothing can hit you with magic, nothing can hit you on the ground. You can move super fast and you're constantly healing yourself. Just a little fun note that I have for all y'all. Which also means that I can unplug some of these and put it on. For this game specifically, I think you'll be around level 50 to 55, I want to say, by the time you reach the end of the game. Although I've definitely done it at lower levels. I feel like I've finished the game at level 45, and then of course things look great when you're level like 60, 70, 80. Obviously everything is a cakewalk at 99. Though at 99 you can still die. There are some enemies where if you're not prepared for them, they will just take you out. And so those are things. All right, so we're gonna let all of these lovely pieces of artifacts go. And we're going to see if we can get the dark matter. We can always come back and get these other items later. But the dark matter is the one that we can actually kind of use. And I'm just so glad that we have the speed up. Like, I guess it's technically called a cheat, but the speed up thing, so, because imagine sitting through this at this slow of a speed. Like, no. Like, we need to move faster. Our next item is the dark matter. And it goes up very quick. I think we only have 30,000 right now. Stop bidding! So now that they're like, oh, does anybody else want to bid on this? And because it's been kind of quiet, if we increase it by a certain amount, it kind of like stuns them. And we got it. I don't remember who can equip the dark matter. Oh, Garnet, because this is how she learns the Odin ability. But one step at a time. I can also check, so, you know, playing this every week, right? I started with a new slot, kind of like, there used to be only 2 slots, like memory slot card 1 and 2 for the PlayStation, but then they added more. I think the normal playthrough I have on slot 1. Oh no, I don't. Interesting. I've just been clicking slot 2 this whole time for no reason then. I know that on my PlayStation they're like level 60 or something like that. After I replayed it for like the 8th time. So I think we only have one more thing to do today. I think our goal, because we've got plenty of stuff to do next week, is we just want to do a little bit of chocograph hunting. And the reason for that is because the only way you can get to Ozma, who's a super boss for this game, a super boss that I will try as part of our lovely playthrough here, is it can only be found after you locate the Chocobo Garden. And of course you can only find the lovely Chocobo Sky Garden if you have done all of the lovely things with the chocobo. Right now we have only one other chocograph, and we are missing plenty of them. But this one seems to be in like a more dusty area. I guess there's no other way to describe it. But we'll try to find a few more and see where we can go. You can say what it is if you want. I'm not going to feel upset by it or spoiled. But you know, and I've seen a lot of the enemies, and they've all slaughtered me endlessly. But it's rough. Alright, so he kind of just... Our lovely little friend here, the Moogle, just told us where we can find the next one of these places. So these Choco Forest Lagoon Garden things, there are multiple, one of them being, of course, the Sky Garden. And he kind of was just like, okay, you can go find the next one now. Oh. Yeah, I've found quite a few different things. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. The Phantom of Someone. Devilish. Alright, so we did in fact find another chocograph, so we're going to attempt to see if we can get one more here. I don't remember how they determine what you get, but the idea is we'll keep looking. Hello? Now I know that playing on this sped up difficulty makes it harder to control the chocobo, but it does not increase the time, like the speed at which the time goes down, and so it's kind of a good balance. You got a photo of it? I completely forget that there's a camera function to begin with. We found a few chocographs, which is great. The treasure is buried near the river. So we can go and see if we can find it. It's near some kind of river with dark marks on it. I don't think it's here. But it does seem to be sort of near a marsh. So that's good to know, I guess. If I'm being completely honest, I think there are way too many things to collect in the Zelda game. Like, I'm all for completionists, I'm all for wanting to, you know, get a really good, like, feeling like a good catalog, but at the same time, like, there's just so many things. we are gonna try to find some of these other locations now. So we know one of them's on the ice continent. Also, what's up with this really dark spot? I think that means there's an enemy there. This kind of looks like the area for one of the chocographs, but not really. We're looking for the ice island first. That kind of looks like this area right here. Except it doesn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, after the last game where they gave you, basically 1,000 Koroks to find, just, it won't happen. Alright, you're saying I'm close. Alright, so we found that chocograph. Now we have to find the next one. Hello, tree. Not over here. You're not grassy enough. It's giving me marsh vibes. But not like these marsh vibes. It says that it's by a river. It's basically a Martian island. Alright, so this is a marsh, but it is not by a river. This is a marsh, but also not by a river. This is a marsh. Where could this be? Could it be here? No. Maybe it's not even a marsh. Maybe it's just something that looks like a marsh. But even then, looking for a river. Hello? The only river that I can think of is this one right here. And as you can all tell, there isn't much of a marsh nearby it. Nothing over here. Found you. But at least yep, we found it. Right by the evil forest. Now, we don't have to find all of the chocographs either. But you want to find the ones that lead to where you want to go. So, for example, where this chocograph leads, the faraway lagoon one should be to like the next cute area for getting like the upgrade. And so it's in an area kind of like this one. That seemed like we're in the right spot. Now the other problem is getting down there. We can't just land the ship, and we also need to be able to get the chocobo. So if we follow all of this blue, we can see that we can get a chocobo here. And hopefully, if all works out, not die. Can I eat it? It's gross. I used to not be much of a seafood person, and then, I don't know, something happened, and I was like, I'll try it. Whatever it is, I'll give it a go. We are coming. We're on our way. So right now, because we're a light blue chocobo, we can only go to areas that have the light blue in it. But later on, we'll be able to go into deeper. Oh, I don't think we get to go into deeper. Oh, but we're nearby. Technically, it's the same one. It's just somehow magically the chocobo can make its way across continents. They're not new ones because we used to have the yellow one. And then this yellow one got upgraded to the blue one because we found the lagoon or whatever. But that's what happened. Or at least that's the lore of it all. And soon, not yet, but soon, we'll be able to take the chocobo and basically go anywhere we want. However, for the time being, it's restricted to what it's able to do. We right now are looking for the other chocobo lagoon, which is on the map right now, down by that little white arrow. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our lovely little ride on over and go meet it over there when we can. The lagoon itself is like built into the side of a wall here somewhere. Right here, this little divot. But again, naturally, we have to find a place where we can call the chocobo, because only where its little footsteps are can we call it. And then we have to find whatever route it'll let us get to it. And I don't know if we have to take the long way around or something to be able to get over to that spot. Or if there's another one I was supposed to grab. Hello? See, so Mene is the Moogle, and he's just like, oh, I always know where my pal is, and this is Choco the Chocobo, and there's only the one. And for right now, like the way it works is we're able to dig here. This actually works to our advantage right now. So because we don't have a deep sea chocobo, we can only dig on the right side of the screen. But it does mean that we can't find certain items. But at the moment, it'll only allow us to find things on the right side, which is a smaller search area. But we didn't find a single chocograph. We need to find the chocograph that will, I want to say, roofie the chocobo and send it off to like a dreamland, and in the dreamland it will unlock its next ability. So where's the chocograph? Give me the chocograph. Time's up. A potion, great. But I need not soft. Although earlier that came in clutch against one of the gargoyles. You just put soft on it and it instantly died. Not a chocograph. I think what I'll do is I will, hold I'll do a few more rounds here, and then between now and next week, I will try to find more of them, like off camera. I also think that I'm going to be playing, not this, I'll keep this going on Sundays, but I think I'll be online same time on Saturdays now that I'm not teaching one of my classes. Semester's over, so maybe I'll play Zelda, maybe I'll do something else. It really just depends, but it's all good fun. And a single chocograph. It's like they don't want me to find where I'm supposed to go next. Hello. A potion. A potion. But no chocograph. Alright, I'm giving myself 2 more goes. Not a graph. Not a graph. And the only way I know it's a graph, I know the screen's going very quick right now, is just I'm looking for a very long green word, and none of them have been. Hello? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. So when you're in the dig, if you don't dig up the whole thing, then you lose it. Not permanently, of course. You can always find it later, but oh, that was so sad. And if your beak level's low enough, it takes forever to dig them. Like it's like digging one at a time. We found a chocograph. Alright, the point is we found the chocograph. Whether it's the correct chocograph will be a different story. So it says Dawn Lagoon. That gives me kind of like an idea that it is. So we're going to go and try to find it. But then from there we will depart for now at least. It's giving me this kind of area vibes. But it does not seem to be over here. Seems to be like a mountain nearby, maybe? In like a green area? Like here? No. I'm just making things up. I'm trying to be too hopeful. Let's see. A little... This... No, it's not the best angle, but nah, it seems too steep. None of these things are green. Woo! None of those things are green. This is all ice. Not green. Not green, not green, not green. So it could be this. Oh! Is this it? I don't know, that it seems too possible. This? But we won't know unless we throw ourselves down and try to find it. But it does seem to not be an outside thing. Alright, so I can't go any more over that way. Oh, maybe it's over there. But basically, I need to switch it up just to find out. This could be it. Oh. Eh? I'm just guessing at this point. Not getting any exclamation points. So I'm probably wrong again. I can't even get over there. Ooh, this is looking promising. Is there a way for me to get over there? Oh, I can go up the river. That's so cute. I hope they hit something in it. Okay, you're not over here. Could it be over here somewhere? Oh, we are close. We did it. All right, and now we're about to be getting sleepy. I think this is a good way to end the video. So Choco's having a wild trip. And you can see that all the upgrades are here on the screen. So, you know, Choco started as yellow, and then it goes to the right where you've got like the reef one. There's deep sea at the top right, mountains at the bottom left, and then like being able to fly at the top left. But oh, the fat Chocobo. What will you give us now? And now we have the ability to climb mountains. And so it moves in like a reverse Z pattern. And over time, that's how you get what you need. Once you get the airship, you basically can do everything you need to level up the Chocobo. So that way you don't have to worry about what's going on. So now you can just climb up and over and all around. You don't really need the airship much to at least go over a singular island. It makes things a lot easier when you have to like hunt down chocographs now. But now the thing is, when we go back to the lagoon from before and we find more chocographs, we need to find the next thing now. So with that being said, we're gonna stop here. I will see you all next week on Sunday, maybe on Saturday, depending on if you're available. And I hope you all have a great day. See you next time.